What's up, suckers? It's me. I'm back. It's been a while since you've seen me, and I will get into why in a second, plus how that kind of changes things. But first, I just wanted to let all of you know, anybody who's been following me for a long amount of time may remember that last year I put on a digital summit for neurodivergent adults called Chase the Chaos. Chase the Chaos is back this year. We've grown. And we are actually selling tickets at the discounted early bird price right now. So if you go to the link in the description, you'll be able to see what we have available. We're going to be having a ton of talks this year, and I'm not saying I wasn't proud last year, but I'm extra proud this year of how much we're covering. We are covering everything from morning routines to the publishing process from beginning to end, to how we can better advocate for ourselves in therapy. I am actually speaking this year because for some reason I didn't last year, but I am this year, and I'm going to be talking about self-care for neurodivergence and putting it in a very, very neurodivergent friendly way. We have 3 pricing tiers, so depending on what kind of experience you want, that depends on how much you're going to pay. All you have to do is go to that link in the description, check it out, and come join us. Tickets will be available at the early bird price until August 5th. And then after that, you can still get the tickets. They'll just be at regular price. And the dates of the event are September 20th and 21st, a Friday and a Saturday. It is fully digital. So as long as you have a computer, you can come. And with that, let's get on to the video. So I have been gone a while. And there has been a lot that's changed, and I wanted to share what has changed. So about, I'm going to say a month and a half ago, some things went down that really shook my family. I'm not going to put my kids' full business out there, but I can at least give a summary, and I think it's one that we can all relate to, in that my kids were dealing with a lot of bullying at school, and despite many conversations with the administration, nothing was being done. So it was absolutely non-negotiable. I pulled my kids out, and I am lucky enough to have access to the kinds of resources that I would need to homeschool. I was also homeschooled from 8th grade to 12th grade, and so it made it possible for me to do that. And that is what I'm going to be doing this upcoming fall. I have no question about it. Totally and completely fine with it. Going to be homeschooling both my kids. However, that really changes how I approach this whole ADHD thing, because if I'm going to be homeschooling 2 children, I definitely don't have time to be doing one-on-one coaching with people once a week. And as I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with that, I actually, on a level, already knew what it was that I wanted to be doing. I had just been taught that going after it was not lucrative and that it wasn't smart. And that is writing. I have been writing ever since I was about 5 or 6 years old. I've been writing mostly fiction, but also nonfiction. And so I really started kind of doing the research. I talked to some brilliant friends and realized that maybe this disaster was my opportunity. So switching things all over the place, juggling my entire life, changing how things were going to be, ordering curriculum, planning out school plans, and I'm still not done with that. Amongst all of that, I rebranded. And if you were to visit the website in my description, you're going to see something that looks different. ADH Done is still there. It still exists. But I focus now mainly on writing and on doing things connected to that writing. So what does that mean for you? What does that mean for this channel and for the things that I've been doing? And the truth is, for you guys, it's not really going to change a whole hell of a lot. I was going to say that it's going to make it so that I don't record as much, but let's face it, with sicknesses and life differences and things like that, I was kind of all over the place when I was recording and posting as it was. But the only thing that's going to change is that I will not be doing one-on-one coaching. I will not be taking one-on-one coaching clients anymore. Instead, what's going to happen is that I am going to be writing up some shorter ebooks for you guys. A lot of people have been asking for app suggestions from me. And while I could possibly meet with you guys and do that one-on-one, again, one-on-ones don't work. So I will be working on a resource for you to be able to figure out what apps work best for you with some suggestions from me. I will be also offering some courses and workshops maybe once or twice a year. I will be having live Q&As a little bit more often than that. And those, I will let you guys know when those are and how to access them as soon as I have that set. And as far as app reviews, I will be continuing to do those. I am consistently getting offers to try different apps, and I love testing new apps, and so I will continue to keep giving you reviews as I test them. I will have one coming up in a couple weeks. I have another one that I am already testing at this particular point, so you're going to get to hear about all the things. That's not going to change. The other thing that may change, depending on how often you've been using it, is that I am going to be removing the podcast side of this. I don't particularly see what the point is of continuing to do that. So if you are listening to this right now and you're like, but I do listen to the podcast, I'm sorry, but you're more than welcome to join the newsletter and know when I have new YouTube videos coming out. And in the meantime, if you are the kind of person who is super interested in following along with the journeys of your favorite writers and authors, I would love to have you along for that. I do have some links in the description for my Instagrams and my TikToks. I have a TikTok and Instagram. They basically post the same thing. I'm not going to sit here and come up with different things for each platform. That's insane. So you will basically see the same things. It's just depending on what platform you prefer. But I have the names for those, and they are split into nonfiction and fiction. Nonfiction, you're going to be hearing a lot about ADHD, expat living, parenting, probably eventually homeschooling, because for some reason a lot of people seem to think that homeschoolers are aliens who have no idea what the outside world is like, and I kind of would love to change that narrative eventually. And the fiction side is going to be kind of going along with my journey as I work on this work in progress, this novel I'm working on, and try to get it represented and traditionally published. I have never done that before. I've always only worked in nonfiction, so this has been a very exciting and very interesting time for me. So if you want to be there for that, you are also welcome to follow along on that. And I guess that's kind of it. I just really wanted to, apologize to anybody who has not heard from me for a while, who has been asking questions. I honestly wish that I could say that I'm never, ever, ever going to disappear again, but I have learned that that's just not the way life works. And if there's anything that you are going to get out of this from me, I hope that it's the understanding that sometimes really, really hard stuff does have some sort of lesson buried in there or some sort of opportunity, and you don't have to see it right away, but it's good to sometimes search for it, because I will say this feels like the truest version of myself that I have experienced in many years, and I'm really excited to get a chance to continue to do it. And if ADH Done is the only thing that you need from me or that you want from me, it will still be here. You will still be getting videos from me, so don't worry. And I am really looking forward to giving you guys more content. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your patience. And please just drink plenty of water, take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video.